do.
So let me do this all over again. I'm Billy Carson, aka Forbidden Knowledge, and I'm here with the beautiful Elizabeth Hoekstra on a pop-up podcast on a Sunday night. All right.
Yes.
So thank you for popping in and getting the notification and just taking your time off from your busy evening from whatever you guys were doing. But we have a very, very special announcement that's going to blow you away.
Yes, yes.
All
I'm
right.
so excited.
Yeah.
My birthday month.
Oh, yeah, it is. That's right.
Yes.
That's right.
Yes.
In February, which is our birthday month, in February, we have an amazing live event. It's a live stream. You can register on eventbrite.com and it's free, $0 and 0 cents.
Yes.
Okay, it's a free, it's called Forbidden Solutions for Humanity. Forbidden with the number 4, Forbidden Solutions for Humanity. I'll drop the link here in the comments. It's also in the caption of this video or podcast. And it's going to be an amazing podcast. It's going to be me, of course, speaking, 19 Keys, Doctah B, Sirius, and Mike Rashid, 4 renowned thought leaders in this world today. And we're going to have a discussion, a roundtable discussion that's going to bring solutions to humanity. You're going to hear the solutions that this world needs and how to actually implement those solutions coming from our 4 minds. 4. It's going to be a powerful, powerful live stream. It's going to be probably about 2.5, 3 hours.
3 hours.
Yeah.
It'll be 3 hours at least with you guys.
At least, I know sometimes we go over, right?
Yeah.
But it's going to be one of those discussions that you just don't want to miss. We're going to set the ground stage and the base for all future changes, upgrades in economics,
yes,
in education, in jailing, prisons, in every aspect, even in politics and finance, all aspects of what we deal with in this matrix. We're going to lay down the foundation. This foundation is going to be so powerful that it's going to last and be implemented. And when it gets implemented, it will last for all time. All time. And so
I know some of you guys heard your talk with 19 Keys live in Atlanta.
Right.
I know that there's somebody in the chat here that heard you guys live.
They had to.
I was there. And when I tell you, you could drop a penny in there and the whole place, you could hear it because everybody was so silent because they were so intrigued by what you guys were saying.
Right.
I mean, it was so powerful. So to have you, 19 Keys, I know some of you guys were at the Blueprint workshop too.
Oh, yeah.
So can you just imagine all of these 4 brilliant men together talking about solutions? I mean, it's going to be mind-blowing, because all your minds is so cool to watch you guys because you all have a different way of teaching.
Right.
And so combined together, I mean, it's just going to be 3 hours packed full of knowledge back to back to back to back.
A lot of knowledge. We're going to be dropping a lot of knowledge bombs.
Free.
And what's more importantly, this audio from this roundtable discussion will be transcribed into a book called Forbidden Solutions for Humanity. And it'll be a book that will be then co-authored by myself, Mike Rashid, 19 Keys, and Doctah B, Sirius. And this information is going to be transmitted to the Library of Congress. It's going to be transmitted to media. It's going to be transmitted all over the place. It's going to be, people are going to want to gather our solutions and they're going to brainstorm on our solutions and they're going to try to implement them into their own systems, which is how we're going to change the world. It's going to be a world-changing event, period. You just don't want to miss this. Let's talk about some of the topics we're going to discuss.
Yeah.
I'm going to read some of these out.
Yeah, let's see here. Oh, wow. These are going to be great. How do mainstream current events shape our reality?
So we're going to tackle, mainstream current events. In other words, all the mainstream news outlets, CNN, NBC, Fox, ABC, you know them, you know who they are. How do they shape our reality? What is it that they're doing that is creating this false reality that we're actually living in and believing in to the point where it's completely dominated our lives? And how the fear that they implement on us, how that fear allows us to fold and bend to their will, to the people who control them will actually. We're going to go deep into who those people are, who they are, and what's actually going on behind the veil.
How to restructure the future world economy.
Wow. So we're going to talk about the future world economy, not the world economy next year or 10 years from now, the future world economy. What does it look like in the future? Do you really think that in 20 years, we're going to be running around with dollar bills or swapping coins and all this kind of stuff? Something new has to happen.
Yeah.
There's going to be a revolutionary system that's going to be implemented on this planet. And we're going to describe that and go deep into that.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Elizabeth is going to drop the link to this Eventbrite in here. Again, it doesn't cost you any money to register for this Eventbrite. Okay. So you have no excuse why you can't watch it. It's live stream on Forbidden Knowledge TV. Now, you do need a subscription to Forbidden Knowledge TV, but guess what? You can still get the free trial and still watch it for free.
Yeah. Well, let's repeat that one more time for the people in the back.
Yeah, because people still, they act like they never hear me say that.
Listen, I know. I get about 100 emails.
It says it on Eventbrite.
Yeah.
You can only watch this. You have to register on Eventbrite to get the login, and you can only watch it on Forbidden Knowledge TV, which is on all major streaming TV apps. It's on everything: Amazon, Apple, Roku. It's on your app store, Google Play, or Apple iOS, and it's also on the web. So you can watch it on the web. Oh,
Samsung.
Samsung, all Samsung TVs.
Yes, that's new.
All Samsung TVs now have the Forbidden Knowledge TV app. So you can watch it anywhere, anyhow, anytime. But the thing is, you have to have a subscription to Forbidden Knowledge TV. So if you take the 3-day free trial, then you can still watch it for free. So don't tell me you couldn't watch it for free, because you absolutely can. Okay. And it's going to live stream on my TV network, because I'm not putting this out on anybody else's network except for my own. Mm-hmm. See, I'm a solutions provider, just like it says in the topic of this workshop, this roundtable discussion that we're going to have for 3 hours. It's all about solutions. Mm-hmm. I don't like what's on mainstream TV. I created my own TV network for that one purpose. Okay. So I'm not going to, and I have to participate in some of those networks to get notoriety and exposure, and still drop my own knowledge. At the same time, everybody's going to have to come to my TV network. At some point, people are going to realize Forbidden Knowledge TV is where it's at, especially when we start doing homeschooling for grade schoolers and everything else. My Forbidden Knowledge Business School, all accredited. When that stuff drops, listen, it's going to be amazing. Yeah. What else we got?
So another question: how do we harness the power of AI for the betterment of humanity? Now, listen, I listened to a video of you. I think it was like 15 years ago or something, talking about AI and what would be going on. And you predicted everything that's happening right now.
I sure did.
Right now.
That video has been going viral because it was an old video long before Reels and TikToks and all this stuff even came about.
Yeah.
And then it was converted into a post reel, right?
Yes.
Resized and everything.
Yes.
And it's been going viral, but I predicted all this stuff.
Yeah.
Every single thing that's happening right now. I talked about this stuff 10 years ago or more. So it's a lot of information, but we're going to dig deep into AI. I'm going to talk about the ancient side of AI, because AI is actually mentioned in the ancient Sumerian tablets. So I'm going to talk about that.
Yeah.
And talk about what the problem that they had and what they were trying to figure out, which direction they would go. I'm going to dig deep into that, but I'm sure Mike, Rashid, 19 Keys, and Doctah B have their own perspective on this. So we're going to dig deep into AI and where it's going to take humanity.
Real quick, who is Mike Rashid? Because I don't know if a lot of the people on this channel knows exactly who he is. I know they know Dr. B Sirius and 19 Keys because you've done stuff with them before. But who is Mike Rashid?
Mike Rashid is huge. He's a big time thought leader. He's at one time a professional boxer who now is who teaches bodybuilding. He has a bodybuilding app, a fitness app. He instructs people. He life coaches people. He does knowledge workshops, which we'll be doing one very soon, actually, probably in March. I believe it's March 11th. We'll be announcing that soon. But he's a huge thought leader. I think he has 12 million followers on Facebook, 1.4 million on Instagram, 1.4 million on YouTube. He's huge. I was on his podcast just recently. So just look up Mike Rashid, Rashid, and everything about him will pop up. This man is amazing. His mind is mind-blowing. And he's a fitness guru, and he's respected worldwide. So
yeah, he's a pretty powerful being. Next question. How do we completely restructure the educational systems? This is so important. I'm so glad you guys are tackling this issue.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The education system right now absolutely sucks. It's horrible. It's garbage. It beyond sucks. It's garbage. And I knew that from the time I was in school. I was like, this is a joke. This is an absolute joke. The system is outdated.
Yeah.
The system is archaic.
Yeah.
The teaching methods are archaic and wrong. They rob children of all their creativity. They just basically get you ready for prison. We're going to dig deep into the educational system and all the changes that need to be made and where we are going to have to be in the future if we're going to become a super advanced spacefaring species on this planet.
Absolutely. I'm dropping the link one more time.
Okay. She's dropping a link in the comments. And so see if you can grab that guy who just passed by there. Yeah. So it's going to be mind-blowing. You're not going to want to miss this event. It's going to be an absolute mind-blowing roundtable talk that you can only see one place.
Yeah.
You got to click on that link to register ASAP. This is going to be a mind-blowing event. 19 keys, Mike Rashid. We're not going to be on Zoom, by the way.
Oh, yeah, no.
This is not a Zoom.
No.
In other words, the four of us are going to be sitting together.
Yeah. Same energy, same place, in the same location. Yes. Right. It's going to be so incredibly powerful because you can literally feel each other's energy. So it's going to be, you'll be bouncing back off, people and going back and forth. I mean, it's going to be.
Oh, yeah. It's going to be a deep conversation. We may have some conflicting ideas.
Yeah, I know.
But that's what it's all about. Four grown men that have powerful minds coming together and sometimes having conflicting ideas, but trying to sort it out and work it out and figure out, well, what is the better solution? Which way do we go? So it's going to be powerful. And we'll be sitting together. We won't be in different parts of the world on some kind of foggy, blurry Zoom. It's going to be all in 4K. Yes. It's going to be a 4K live stream directly to Forbidden Knowledge TV. Not low definition, no internet outages and all that kind of stuff. It's going to be like a mainstream TV production. 5 cameras. All right. It's a 5-camera setup. With a switcher, audio.
4K, super 4K.
Yeah, super 4K. An audio person, the whole works. It's going to be high fidelity. All right.
Thank you so much, Stephen Williams. Yes, all these donations go to underprivileged kids. Last year, thank you so much. You supported my favorite nonprofit communities and schools. And they're just phenomenal. They're a phenomenal nonprofit. A lot of nonprofits you kind of got to be careful about because you don't know exactly where they put their money. But these people, I mean, they were transparent. Yeah. Transparent with where all the money goes.
So everything. We gave all the money you guys donated, we gave to them.
Plus a little extra.
Kids' shoes, for extra, of course. But shoes, clothing, jackets for the winter, backpacks with all their school supplies, tutoring. Yeah. Mentors. Sometimes to get them off the street. Some of these students were homeless. Yeah. Homeless and still going to school.
Still going to school.
And still going. That's why people can't give me no excuse, man. I'm sorry. No. And still going to school.
Yeah.
So all the money you guys donated has gone to them, plus what we added on top. All right. So I appreciate you.
Yes. Next question. How do we see through divide and conquer tactics used by the elites? That's going to be a good one.
I'm going deep on this one.
Yeah.
These divide and conquer tactics have become part of our DNA.
I know.
It's so deep rooted in us. I think we come out of the womb already ready to discriminate against somebody.
I know.
Like I said before, when you're born, you're given a name, a race, and a religion, and you spend the rest of your life defending a false identity.
Yeah.
That's not who you are. You don't even know who you are. Your name isn't even who you are. The name was given to you. Who are you? What is your real name? Where do you come from?
Right.
We got to dig deep into this. What is the root of all this deceit and hatred that's being pushed on every single person from the time they come out of the womb? And between the age of 1 and 7 is where you develop who you truly are. Yeah. So what is this? What is this programming code that they're doing? And why are they doing it? We're going to dig deep into all this divide and conquer, left wing, right wing, Democrat, Republican, and all this kind of foolish. There is no such thing as a Democrat or Republican. It doesn't exist. Wipe it out of your head. Forget about it. It doesn't exist.
He's snapping.
I just laugh when I see people with these poly tricks.
I know.
It doesn't make any sense. The only thing that does exist is an elite group of oligarchs that torture men, women, and children worldwide. That's what does exist. But these poly tricksters, they're fake. It's all about the cheddar.
Mm.
And they don't give a damn about you. Not one of them gives a damn about you. Not one of them cares about you. Now, people have tried. Some of the politicians have tried. But guess what they find out when they get in there and try? Brick wall after brick wall after brick wall. And they realize, damn, there's nothing I can really do. Let me just collect this check and these health benefits and go on about my business.
Yeah.
And if I can set up a couple of side deals and make some cheddar, I'll do that. We're going to go deep into that whole system.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. What else we got?
I saw a question here, a good question. Someone was asking, will it be interactive? So will you guys be answering questions? That's an amazing question, because
who would like to have a Q&A with Billy Carson, 19 Keys, Mike Rashid, and Doctah B?
Yeah, right. Everybody.
If you want to, right? If you want to have a good Q&A, you need to be on this live.
Yeah.
Because we will spend serious amount of time doing a Q&A at the end, answering questions directly from the people on the live feed. And we can see your comments because you'll be able to comment on Forbidden Knowledge TV underneath the live stream. And Elizabeth will be fielding through those questions and telling us what the next question is, and who they're directed to, and we will be answering those questions.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so if you want to talk to us, this is your chance.
Yeah.
It's very hard to be able to just sit there, just sit in your living room and have a conversation,
right,
and ask a question that gets answered.
Yep.
So this is going to be a great event. You don't want to miss this.
And when is this event?
This is going to be February the 5th. And it's going to be, let's see what time it starts.
3 o'clock.
So, right, 3 o'clock, 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time to 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Mm-hmm.
February the 5th. And so that's in the afternoon. It's going to be an amazing day. A Sunday afternoon.
Everybody should be home.
Most people will be home, right? I tried to pick a time frame where people, no matter where you are around the world, if you want to watch, you can still kind of squeeze it in.
Yeah.
It's going to be an amazing powerhouse discussion full of actual solutions. See, one of the biggest problems with the world is, in a lot of the conscious community, we explain and talk about a lot of the things that exist and all the problems that exist, but very few people talk about, well, what's the solution?
Right.
Well, what are we going to do about this?
Exactly.
Okay, well, we know this, we know that, we know. Okay, so now what? How do we change this? How do we stop this from happening? How do we move forward as a species on this planet and create a new future, a new paradigm shift?
Right.
That's what this talk is all about.
Mm-hmm. Next question. Okay. How do we release previously suppressed advanced technology?
Previously suppressed technology. Technologies that exist that are actually have gone even through the patent system that should be released to humanity, but have been eminent domained by the government and other governments.
Yeah.
Blocked and locked away so that you can maintain your slave status to them. We're going to talk about this. And how do we then also, I'm going to talk about specifically, release new versions of the same types of technology to the world and bypass their system, bypass the patent system. How do we make this happen? I have the solution. You don't want to miss this live talk.
No, you don't. How do we bring clean water and power to third world nations? This is so important. This is so important. How do we?
I know this is a passion for you, the clean water.
Clean water.
Because you were fighting for clean water for the underprivileged children, the elementary schools and so forth in Detroit.
Yeah, all the school systems. So we found out that basically Detroit school and Detroit City, actually, their water system was as bad as Flint, if not worse.
Mm-hmm.
And Flint just got the whistle blown. So, I mean, everybody found out about the water in Flint, but no one was talking about the water in Detroit. So, I mean, these kids are going to school, high schools, middle schools, elementary schools, and they're drinking lead water, poison freaking lead water. I mean, it's a really, really old infrastructure in Detroit. So you got lead-based paint, you have asbestos, you have toxic lighting. I mean, and then they look down on these cities and these inner city children because they can't graduate and they're always getting in trouble with the law. And they're calling them dumb, stupid, and they'll never survive and they're never going to amount to anything. But why do you think that is?
Yeah, they're poisoned.
Yeah, exactly.
They're literally, their minds are actually poisoned.
Yes.
And you fought for that for a while. And actually, there have seemed to be a small amount of relief that did come from your efforts.
Yeah. Well, they built water filtration systems for one of the schools, Pershing High School. We were trying to rebuild that entire school. And we didn't get to rebuild it, but years later they did install a water filtration system.
Yeah.
Really,
it's all about the fight.
It is. So water is important. I'm so glad that you guys are touching on this because we need water to survive.
Listen, Elizabeth and I, if you haven't seen our post, if you saw our Google location post, which I put up pretty much on all of our social media platforms, it showed that we had been around the world 5 times in 2022. We traveled the world 5 times in 2022. How many countries did it say we hit? I forgot the country total.
Like 112 or something.
It was 11 countries and 112 cities with 532 something else. We were moving, all right. And people who have been 6 months, we spent 6 months in hotels.
Yeah, we did.
According to the Marriott Bonvoy app, and that's only the Marriott. That doesn't include the other hotels that we had to stay at because Marriott's not everywhere, right? They have a huge chain of different names, but in some countries we went to, there wasn't one there. So it's probably closer to 7-8 months in hotels. However, the point that I'm trying to make is this: we've traveled the world nonstop, and everywhere we go, you can't drink the water.
No, you can't drink the water, and you have to drink out of these plastic bottles, which is so much even worse because there's microplastics in those plastic bottles.
Right. So you're drinking bottled water, so you don't get the virus from that area,
right?
Because the water's toxic.
Toxic water.
But then you're drinking the bottled water, which has BPA's in it, which is basically oil.
Yeah, phytoestrogens.
Yeah, destroying your hormonal balance in your body.
It's bad.
Cancer and everything else, putting microplastics into your body. But you have to make a tough decision. Do I drink the cancer or do I drink this water coming out of this sink, which is going to give me dysentery for 5 weeks?
Yeah.
That's you know what I'm saying? Water is important. So we're going to talk about bringing water to third world countries. How do we do this? How do we actually make that happen? There's a way. There's actually a very easy way to do it. It's going to be a great topic. So these are the types of things that you just, they're talking about the problems, like I said, all the time. I've talked about a lot of the problems. You have to. But where are the solutions? That's what this whole roundtable discussion is about. Pure solutions.
This is the last question, but I'm sure you guys are going to be touching on so much more.
Yeah.
How do we become solutions providers? Get out of the victim mentality. That's how you do it. I'm a big
fan of that. I can't stand the victim mentality. Now, I expose the wrongdoings that's going on around the world because I have to. At the same time, we still have to learn how to eliminate this victim mentality. I never took the victim mentality from the time I was born. I just didn't give a damn about this victimhood stuff. I'm going to go get me, period. Period. That's my mindset. Every 4 years, I go down to the voting line. I get in line like everybody else. And when I get to the front, I take a ballot card, a blank one, and I put my name on it, and I put my name in the ballot box. You know why? Because I'm the president. That's what I do, right? I am the president, period. I'm not waiting on these clowns up here in this politricker's office to tell me what I can and can't do. No, I'm the president. I'm the president of my own life, and I'm the president of my family, period, point blank. So every 4 years, I take my time, and I get in that line, and I write my name on the ballot. I'm not letting these clowns tell me how to live, what to do, what to smell like, what to think, what to talk, taste, touch, feel. No, I'm not doing that. I control me and I control mine, period, point blank. And whatever they do, they do. And look, I ain't mad at them. What do sharks do? Sharks in the ocean, when they smell blood, they attack. A shark is going to attack when it smells blood in the water. But guess what? I ain't bleeding. I am not bleeding. I'll swim right by the shark. I know how to cloak myself. You see, so we're going to be talking. It's going to be a deep talk. You don't want to listen. Listen, man, you don't want to miss this discussion. It's going to be a powerful discussion. It's going to get heated at times, but we're going to get deep because we have to.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We have to talk about bringing solutions, taking ownership. Why do I say I'm the president? Because I took ownership of my own life.
Yeah.
I'm not waiting for governments to bring me solutions. I'm not waiting for politrickers to bring me solutions. I'm not waiting for clergy to bring me solutions. Are you kidding me? I'm not waiting for these clowns to help me out. I'm going to help my own self out. And if I don't help my own self, guess what? I'm the fool. I'm the idiot. So you see, it's time for all of us to look in the mirror and realize who the real problem is on this planet. Because I'm going to tell you something. It ain't them. They're just doing what a shark does. There's 8 billion of us, and it's only a few hundred of them.
Yeah.
So what does that tell you?
Yeah.
Put your phone in selfie mode. and then they take a look and press the photo button. And then once you press that photo button, take a good look at who's in that selfie mode. It's you. You're the problem.
Yeah.
You bring in no solutions. We're going to talk about that. And so it might offend some people, but guess what? It's going to help more than it offends. And some people are going to start looking for some damn solutions or creating them themselves. And those are the ones we're going to support. Period, point blank. That's how we're going in. We're going in with this, the gnosis, the understanding, the mindset, solutions providing. We're going to solve the problems that exist. We're going to take questions and answers. And at the end of the day, when we get done, this world is going to be a better place.
Yeah. It will
Period.
Be. It will be, because you guys are going to be taking action to create solutions to change the collective, because the balance is off right now.
It's way off.
It's
and we got to fix this problem.
We got to lean it back this way.
When I called 19 Keys, Mike, Doctah B, they said, Billy, we in. Where do you want me to be and what time you want me to be there?
It was quick. That was a quick yes.
Yeah.
Quick yes.
It was no doubt, no question.
No.
Where do you want me to be? When do you want me to be there? I'm ready for this.
Yeah.
I said, look, we're not getting paid for this. Okay, no problem. Where do you want me to be? When you want me to be there? You see?
Well, it's not about the money. It's about the solutions.
Exactly.
It's about the change in the world.
Exactly.
Because eventually, money's not going to mean nothing. Right?
Exactly.
So
money don't even mean nothing now.
It doesn't. It really doesn't.
It's only what we consciously attribute the values of, which is fake.
Exactly. It's an energy exchange.
That's all it is. So listen, you don't want to miss this event. All right. It's coming up February the 5th, 3 p.m. to 6 p.m. If you missed the live, you still should register for it. That way you have the link. Because if you missed the live, you'll be able to go back and watch the replay. All right. You'll be able to watch the replay for free as long as you are an active subscriber past the 3 days.
Yes.
So people who maintain that after the 3 days, after the third day, if you're still active as a subscriber to Forbidden TV, which is only like 25 cents a day, by the way, then you can watch it as many times as you want, along with 6,000 other amazing shows.
Yeah, exactly.
And award-winning documentaries.
And the subscription is what? $7.77 a month?
Yeah, 25 cents a day.
So that's really not that much for the wealth of knowledge that the network provides.
Just my Egyptian Mystery School alone, which is 36 hours of teaching on there.
Yeah.
Just that alone.
I know.
And people contact me all the time. I just finally finished the Egyptian Mystery School.
I watched that in 2 days.
Yeah, they're like, man, amazing. They did, you binge watched. You went all the way through. You were like, boom, boom.
Binge watched.
You didn't even go to sleep.
I didn't. I was literally sitting on my grounded meditation chair, like.
It was actually like a day and a half.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah,
I was going straight. I couldn't stop.
Almost 2. I guess it was 2 days, really.
I couldn't stop.
Really, about 2
but
days.
This is what this is the kind of knowledge and education that you get on Forbidden Knowledge TV. So $7.77 a month is like,
it's peanuts.
Yeah.
To imagine investing investing $7 into yourself to get access to 6,000 conscious shows.
Yeah. Yeah. All the wealth of knowledge.
That's
the
crazy.
Wealth of knowledge.
Yeah.
Yeah. And we're coming out with, we just discussed it with our head of content, Melissa Tittle. And we're coming out with, I think it's 10 more TV shows. 10 TV shows, and then we're going to start our 2 movies and 2 documentaries.
Right.
Your biopic.
Our biopic. My biopic will be on there. It's going to be exclusive to Forbidden Knowledge TV. It's probably going to be in 4 or 5 episodes, a biopic, a full life documentary of my life from the beginning, my struggle just to be born, almost dying from birth, as an RH negative blood type and having no blood donor and my mom was dying and trying to get more blood. She couldn't give no more blood because she was going to go down too. It's a story that's just, from the very beginning, I had all the odds stacked against me.
Yeah.
And I still made it to where I am right now. But it's going to be an amazing biopic. I think it's going to be eye-opening. I'm hoping it's going to be very inspirational and motivational, and that people will see how I was able to overcome so much adversity in my life to get to where I am right now.
Well, you developed with Dr. Almond, the world's leading psychiatrist. He said that you developed PTG instead of PTSD, which is PTG equals post-traumatic growth.
Right. He said that the trauma pattern in my brain, after he did a SPECT scan of my brain, the trauma pattern in my brain, normally most people would develop PTSD, but I didn't take the victim mentality.
No.
And because I didn't do that, my brain, my neurons and everything fired a different way. And it took me to something called post-traumatic growth. So all the adversity that hits me, I actually grow from it. instead of shrinking from the problems and issues.
Well, your frontal lobe was very, very super active. He calls your frontal lobe an executive brain.
Yes.
So usually a person that has PTSD, right, will have low frontal lobe activity because they're not thinking logically in here all the time. They're really reactive, right? Reacting. That's hindbrain movement. So, I mean, your frontal lobe was extremely active, which he called you an executive mind, an executive brain, which is not common.
Right.
It's
That's
not
what he
common.
said. And I think his assistant said that
you had the nicest looking brain that they've seen. And it even got better this year.
It did. I did episode 2
yeah.
of Scan My Brain, where he did a second scan. And my brain actually improved even more. So you got to watch Scan My Brain, Dr. Almond, Dr. Amen, Almond. It's not Amen, it's Almond. It's pronounced Almond. On YouTube, you can find his show.
Yeah.
But he's a world leading psychiatrist, and he did an amazing job, and he increased my brain capacity again.
Yeah.
You know, so phenomenal.
It is phenomenal. And can you imagine what another year of consistency?
Yeah, and I see
your patterns, your healthy patterns is going to create.
Just keeps going.
Yeah,
I mean, I can even tell tonight we went out to dinner, and well, not tonight, yesterday, last evening, we went on our date night. We went out, and I knew which way. I knew that the location of the place wasn't in that direction; it was in this direction.
I think I think that your dimple rubbed off on me.
Yeah,
because I'm going this way.
Now you're wrong. I'm like, where's she going? These places are. So I used to have a bad sense of direction. That was the only big problem that I had with my mind, because I had actually a dimple on top of my navigation center, and he actually reversed that and gave me back my full navigation capability. I actually understand and know everywhere I'm going now, which is phenomenal. And it feels great to not have to try to find your car and remember where you parked and remember which way to go out of an elevator and all this kind of stuff. And we hadn't been there. How long had it been since we've been there?
Man, it's been a minute. Probably at least 6 months.
But I remembered.
You did.
Normally, before Dr. Almond, I would have been walking all around that place like a doggone, blind mouse, just looking all around, banging into walls, trying to figure out where to go.
That's so crazy. I had what you used to have because I saw it in my head that this was over this way. That's why I started walking to the left when we walked in, because I literally saw it in my head that this was the direction and the restaurant was going to be right there.
Yeah.
I pictured that in my brain, and it wasn't there.
It wasn't there.
That's not good.
I was like, we're going the wrong way. But Dr. Almond is amazing. Shout out to Dr. Almond. His work is amazing.
Yes.
But again, guys, you don't want to miss this amazing, life-changing, game-changing, paradigm-shifting roundtable discussion. This powerhouse roundtable discussion. You're going to hear 4 world-renowned thought leaders discussing solutions to humanity, bringing the real solutions that can be actually applied and used. And we're going to make sure that this video and this book get into the hands of the people that have the capability of implementing these solutions. And I guarantee you from this roundtable, you're going to see some things change. You can be like, damn, they started that. They're the ones who talked about this first.
Oh yeah. Yeah. It's going to be a domino effect.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah. It's going to be powerful.
Definitely be a domino effect. So I saw a question in here that someone was asking about date conscious. So
yeah, the marketing book, we know we have our thing starting up. We're going to do a whole nother video about our investors and our raise of forbidden updates.
Yeah.
And we're getting ready to invest money into promoting Date Conscious and doing a full, complete commercial and marketing campaign. A lot of ads will be running on YouTube and everything else. So just sit tight. Very shortly, we are also revamping the app itself and making it look a little bit nicer and adding some functionality. So just sit tight just a little bit longer. It's getting ready to pop very, very soon. We're going to really put some energy into that. It's on our whiteboard for 2023. We're going to put a lot of energy into Date Conscious, and it's going to be amazing.
Yeah. We have a really, really amazing year planned out. Amazing.
Yeah. The full year is already planned.
It is. Yeah. He's booked, so no.
I'm booked out.
Y'all can't book him. Booked.
I'm maxed out. I'm booked almost up to 2025 now.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah.
It's literally crazy. We try to slip things in here and there, but it's it's literally back to back.
Yeah.
It's a blessing though.
Yeah, it's a blessing. It's a blessing. A lot of activity, and we love it. So it's not like it's just,
no, it's
destroying us, but it's just a lot.
It's great.
Yeah.
But to whom much is given, much is asked.
Exactly.
Yep.
No doubt. So it's going to be amazing. You don't want to miss this roundtable discussion. Okay. Again, for those who just jumped on, it's going to be Billy Carson, 19 Keys, Mike Rashid, Doctah B, Sirius. Another mind-blowing roundtable discussion. Actually, this is the first one, but we're going to do many of them. But this one's going to be on forbidden solutions for humanity. And there will be a live question and answer at the end of this. So you'll get a chance potentially to ask us questions, and we will answer your questions live on TV live. This whole thing is filmed live, not pre-recorded. It's going to stream in 4K, okay? It's going to stream in 4K, lower right corner, and it'll be streaming directly to Forbidden Knowledge TV. That's where you have to watch it, but you got to register on Eventbrite, all right? It's going to be an amazing, mind-blowing event. We will be sitting in person, not on a Zoom screen with 4 different images. It's going to be sitting live. We have 5 cameras, audio, mic'd up, the whole works. It's going to be professionally done, well lit, and you're going to love it. All right, so you don't want to miss it.
No.
That's, again, February the 5th, 3 p.m. to 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. No one else we're probably going to go over. But if you have to leave and you can't watch the whole thing, don't worry. You can watch it over and over again. All right, it's on Forbidden Knowledge TV. It's not going to go anywhere. So you make sure you want to, go back and watch it.
Yes.
All right, but we want to see you there live. We want to get the Q&A. We want the interaction with the people that are watching. You might give us some good ideas. You might give us a breakthrough idea that we never thought about.
Right, exactly.
You might bring a solution that we didn't even consider.
Yeah.
So we want you to be a part of this. We want all the minds. That's the gnosis. We want all the minds to be connected on the same frequency and sharing the knowledge and wisdom that we all have inside of us. Okay, it's time to stop being afraid to release this information and talk about things that are important. And, stop being only the person that sits back and watches and be the person that actually puts action and gets involved. That's what we need if we're going to change this planet and change this world.
Yes. And I challenge people on this right now that have signed up for this workshop, go tell 5 people about it.
Yeah.
Literally, because this will, if we can get a huge amount of people to watch this and to interact with you guys and to get these answers and solutions, they're going to change, right? Put action behind the movement, right?
Yeah.
They're going to literally try to put these solutions into this world. So it's so important. So please tell 5 people. Tell 5 people to sign up.
Give this link out to everybody. Okay. Give
it's
this
free.
link to everybody.
It's free.
They got no excuse
No,
now.
it's not.
I don't want to hear, oh man, can I get a sponsorship and all this kind of no.
It's free.
Just watch it.
Yes.
If you don't have the subscription, then get the free trial and watch it with the free trial.
Yes.
All right. And yes, this is Mrs. Carson right here. Somebody asked.
Oh.
Okay, in case you were asking, in case you were wondering. Yes, it is. So listen, and some of the stuff in my book I'm going to be talking about.
Oh yeah.
Woke doesn't mean broke.
Because woke doesn't mean broke.
That's right. This book is a financial Bible.
Yeah.
688 pages of incredible financial literacy and knowledge. And some of the solutions are actually in this book. All right. 688 pages this book is. And so I have a lot of information in here that I'm going to bring forward and suggest as well. So it's going to be incredible. I'll be bringing Mike Rashid, 19 Keys, and Doctah B on my Forbidden Knowledge podcast very soon. We're going to try to get as many of them on, if not all of them on at the same time.
Yeah.
We'll be doing Instagram lives together to promote this free event. And we'll be posting about it as well. So we're asking all of you for your support. If you see us post about it, if you see us mention it, please like it and share it wherever you are. This is the paradigm shift. It's coming to you. You've been sitting back and praying and hoping and meditating for answers.
Yeah.
When is this world going to get better? When is this world going to change? Well, now it's your prayers, your meditations, your wondering is all being answered.
Yes.
It's coming.
It is.
And you're going to find out that from this roundtable discussion, you're going to start to see changes being implemented on this planet. And you're going to be like, damn, I watched that live. I know who started this. I know where it came from.
Yeah.
Watch what I tell you.
I was part of the change.
Exactly.
Yes.
You were part of it.
Part of the change.
You contributed to this. It's going to be an incredible talk.
It is.
I'm really looking forward to it. We'll have Mike Rashid and these guys here. I'll be doing some live podcasts with them while they're here. I'm looking forward to going live with them in person. I've met all of them in person now. So I've been with all these people, these men, directly in physical contact. These are real people, real amazing, real thought leaders with powerful minds. And their main focus and their main goal is to change humanity for the better, period, point blank. That's all they work on day and night, night and day, literally. That's their passion. I only like to link up with people that are passionate, that are passionate about specific things. And for me, the most important thing right now is how do we fix this planet? Mm-hmm. Are we going to let it go to hell in a handbasket? Or are we finally going to get up and do something about it?
Right.
Because I'm tired of this foolishness going on.
Yeah.
I'm sick and tired of it.
Me too. I know a lot of people are too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's time for change.
It's time for change. And it's not going to happen until we start the domino effect.
Exactly.
And we're going to start it. Mm-hmm. We're not going to be up here talking and complaining. Mm-hmm. We're going to expose what's going on and how do we fix it. And we're going to bring viable solutions, real things that can really work. Yeah. And it's going to be amazing. You don't want to miss this live event. February the 5th, 3 p.m. to 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Mm-hmm. Live stream. Be on the live. Don't be waiting. Get on the live stream. You can get it on your cell phone.
Right.
You can get it, get the Forbidden Knowledge TV app. Forbidden, the number 4, TV app. It's on the iOS platform. It's on Google Play. It's on Roku, Apple TV, Amazon Fire TV, Samsung TVs, and the web, 4bk.tv. If you want to just go to the web, there's no way you can't get to it. When you register on Eventbrite, Eventbrite will send you a link to the live stream when it starts so that you can watch the live stream and be a part and interact with us on the live stream.
Yes, that's why y'all have to be there that day. It's only 3 hours out of your life on a Sunday afternoon, which is the perfect day to do it because not many people are out moving and shaking, right? So it's 3 hours, dedicate that time and think about some great questions to ask too. You have these 4 brilliant minds sitting together in the same room. Come with some questions because I'm going to be looking through all different kinds of questions and we'll be asking them. So,
and so I know people need this knowledge and want this knowledge. The video that I did with 19 keys about now 6 or 7 months ago is at 4.4 million views on YouTube. I remember he contacted me and said, I want you to come on my podcast. It's called High Level Conversations, right?
That's so funny. Yeah.
I go, okay. I tell Liz gets it all scheduled and gets me booked on a flight. I go to California. I go to the studio. I sit down. I'm talking to 19 keys. We're talking about, financial literacy, and I bring my book here. Woke doesn't mean broke, because why? He's on the Earn Your Leisure platform. That's where the podcast is airing, right? It's a video podcast for Earn Your Leisure, which is a financial literacy podcast. And I'm thinking, okay, he must, we're going to talk about all the stuff in my book, I guess. So I bring him a book, I autograph it, I sign it. He puts it on his desk right in front of the camera.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, I'm ready. And then as soon as I sit back, he introduces me and he starts talking about quantum physics, quantum mechanics, spirituality, esoteric wisdom, UFOs, aliens. I'm like, what is going on here?
Yeah.
So we spend 3 hours and I'm answering question after question after question. And we're having this conversation. And then it ended.
Yeah.
And I'm like, we didn't even talk about financial literacy. I called Liz. I went to the back. I said, Liz, I don't know what's going to happen. This man didn't ask me one question about financial literacy. Like, so I don't know how this Earn Your Leisure people are going to receive what I just unloaded.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I was like, I don't know what this might, I don't know what's going to happen here. And then it exploded on their network. It exploded. It's the number one all-time viewed video in the history of their platform.
Yeah.
Above all of those A-list celebrities and all these famous people and all these big-time rappers and everything else. Little old me sitting there talking about forbidden knowledge is nobody will ever. I doubt anybody will catch that video.
Yeah.
It's still growing. It's probably gonna hit 5 million in about a month, maybe.
Yes. Many saw that video blew up.
Yeah, it exploded. That tells me something. The reason why I'm bringing this up, people want the knowledge.
Yes, they're ready.
They're ready for this. It's time now. And since it's time, we're going to have this forbidden solutions discussion.
Yep.
And we're going to bring some solutions to humanity. All right. Period, point blank. Young old head said, that's how I found your channel. See, I appreciate you, man. this is what it's all about. That started a domino effect.
Yeah, it did.
Right?
Yes, it did.
I remember being in the UK, and I was in Blackpool. People were walking up to me. I saw you on the Earn Your Leisure, the 19 Keys interview. London, I saw you on the 19 Keys interview. So that helped. It helped. I was already building and doing phenomenal numbers, but I acquired some people, and you got to respect that from that platform, and I respect that. So shout out to them. Shout out to 19 Keys for what he's doing, because he's reaching people that some of those people didn't know who I was yet, and I appreciate that. All right. It's all about expanding networks, combining networks together. And so myself and Mike Rashid and 19 Keys and Doctah B, it's all about interchanging and networking together and building on our existing networks of millions of people by interconnecting and letting people who didn't know, I didn't know this guy. Oh, this guy's amazing. I didn't know him either. And now we have all this interconnection going on.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it's just building and building momentum.
Yep.
And when that momentum builds, it's like a snowball going down a hill. You already know what happens when they get to the bottom of the hill.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And this is the year. This is the year.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a beautiful time to be alive.
Beautiful time to be alive. We have what the Hopi Indians prophesied so many years ago. I read the Hopi Prophecy. This was in 1992 or 93. I read the Hopi Prophecy about a World Wide Web that would connect the world, and information would pass instantaneously between people. And at that time, I already had a lot of knowledge, not as much as I have now, but I had a lot. Trust me, a lot. I had nobody to talk to.
Yeah.
And I said, wow, when this happens, because according to the Hopi Prophecy, it would happen in my lifetime. And the Blue Kachina is also going to happen in my lifetime, but that's a whole other thing. But I just realized those two things are going to happen in my lifetime. And I said to myself, wow, when that happens, it's going to be my time. I knew it. And it came. 1998, I'm just randomly sitting in front of my TV watching some sports updates, and a black screen comes on and says IBM.com. That was a commercial.
Yeah.
It didn't say nothing else. I said, what the heck is IBM.com? What is this .com part? I didn't have a computer. I went straight to the bookstore. I went straight to the magazines and everything else. I'm looking. I couldn't find it. I went to the front cashier. I said, what is this .com? I just saw an IBM.com. I said, oh, me to go to this section over here. Go to the coding section. They're talking about the World Wide Web. That's how I found out about the internet.
Yeah. That's crazy.
Yeah.
You knew.
I knew.
Yeah.
And as soon as I realized what it was, I literally said, oh my goodness, it's time. It's here.
Yeah.
It's here. You have no idea how excited I got. I got so freaking excited because I knew my time was here. It's time. We're in the greatest time to be alive right now. There are no end of days. If somebody's preaching end of days talk to you, get away from them as fast as you possibly can. They're frauds. There are no end of days. End of days has already come and gone. If you want to talk about turmoil, drama, trauma, death on this planet.
It's getting much better than it's been.
Listen,
much better.
Like I said, you heard me say this before. The Black Plague almost wiped out humanity. The bubonic plague almost wiped out humanity. The Spanish flu almost killed everybody on the planet.
Yeah, that one was bad.
On the planet. Made the scare tactic they just used to us, just, the global sickness, made it look like nothing. Like nothing. Then you had the Inquisitions, the papal Inquisitions, where over the course of 700 years, 80 million people were tortured and killed. You had the American Holocaust, which they never talk about, where Europeans came to America and killed 111 million indigenous natives on this planet right here in the Americas, North and South America. There's been far darker times on this planet than exist right now.
World War I,
World War II, the Great Depression, Vietnam. Yeah. The Gulf of Tonkin lie by the military that allowed a 25-year war to persist and have millions of people die so that people in $10,000 suits can make a lot of money off the war machine. And people are talking about it's the end of days. We ain't even close.
Right.
We are not even close to the end of days. So buckle up, get ready, because we're going to take you for a ride to a paradigm shift that's going to change this planet. Elizabeth just dropped the link one more time in the comments. And we've been on here for almost an hour already. That's crazy.
Wow, really?
Wow.
That went by fast.
That went by real fast, yeah.
Wow.
Anything you want to add?
I think that we're good.
Yeah.
I'm just really excited. I can't wait for you guys to all be in the same room together. And the energy is about to be crazy. So, yes.
It's going to be wild. It's going to be amazing.
Yes.
We have a lot of great announcements coming up. We're going to come back on and do a forbidden updates, probably even tomorrow. We're going to pop in. We're going to pop in again. We're going to give you some more updates.
Yes.
We're going to talk about Elizabeth's new book that's coming out, The Mother Earth Effect.
Yeah.
We'll talk about my new book that's on pre-order, The Epic of Humanity. We'll talk about Kenny Garcia's new book, aka Cruz. His new book is called The Ultimate Human. We're going to be talking about these things. We'll give you some updates as to what's going on other than that, but make sure you share this video. Make sure you get at least, like Elizabeth said, 5 people to sign up for this.
Tell 5 people.
Tell 5 people. 5. Yeah. Just everyone tell 5.
Yes.
They can't complain to you because what are they going to say? I got to spend my rent money to join. No. Just sign up, man. Just sign up and watch.
Right.
And be ready to learn something and be ready to contribute something.
Yeah. Come with some good questions. Think about these questions beforehand. So when you ask them, they'll stick out, and we can make some real change with these beautiful questions that you guys are about to.
You might even find better topics for us to talk about.
Exactly.
You're going to see the topic list we were reading tonight, the question list that will be presented at the actual roundtable discussion on the Eventbrite page. So you can read the entire Eventbrite page and you'll know exactly what we're talking about. Give you a lot of time to formulate your own ideas and own questions as well.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Oh, you guys, since there's a lot of people on here, tomorrow at 8 p.m., me and Maria Carson, Billy's brilliant sister,
thank you,
have a new podcast out called Numb. And tomorrow we are touching on some really deep subjects about, the title is The Butterfly Effect of Sexual Abuse. So it's deep. It needs to be touched on. I mean, 1 out of 3 women will get sexually abused sometime in their life. I mean, this is a shift that we have to make. This is ridiculous. It's time for change. Okay. So we're going to be talking about this tomorrow.
That's the podcast tomorrow, 8 p.m. Eastern. Numb is the name of the podcast. Yes. My sister, Maria Carson, she's new to the podcast world, but she's doing an amazing job with Elizabeth. So thank you, Elizabeth, for taking her in and you guys working together. My sister has a lot of knowledge. Man,
y'all are the same human split into 2. One's a woman, one's a man. For real. For real. You're the same.
So check it out. Elizabeth Hoekstra and Maria Carson on the Numb podcast tomorrow at 5 p.m. I'm sorry, 8 p.m. right here. Eastern. 8 p.m. Eastern right here on this YouTube channel.
Yes.
Right?
Yes. It'd be good.
Thank you, everyone, for logging on tonight. I appreciate you guys. We're going to drop the link one more time. It's also in the caption of this video already, and it will be in the caption of this audio podcast if you hear it wherever you hear this audio at. So please make sure you share it, make sure you attend, and make sure you ask great questions and bring some solutions of your own.
Yes.
Because we're going to analyze every single comment, even if we don't get a chance to address it in real time on air. We're going to utilize that information as a catalyst for change on this planet, period, point blank.
Yeah.
All right. All right. We love you guys. Yes. So now we're going to sign off and we're going to do our ritualistic sign out.